broken, beaten and scarred, stabbed, shot, and left for dead. Kullervo ready to exact his revenge. Let's help him do it. Let's see what we got here for Kullervo. Big massive damage, and let's just check out the mods and how we got them set up here. So for our melee weapon, we're using the Tenant Livia, and we just want some big damage on. You can see over here we got, a little bit of crit and big crit multiplier, some corrosive, a lot of slashing, and it's just a bonus. What we want is the damage. I'll just take a quick look at it, and still work in progress on that, but we got other stuff we can be doing, but that's basically it. We're just getting the melee big damages up, adding the slash, and we'll get back to that when we do our Tenant Livia actual video. We did the owns and primary, but what we're going to be looking at here is Kullervo, and let's just see what we got here for Kullervo. Let's take a look at the mods for Kullervo. So, all right, let's take a look at Kullervo, or as the kids say, Kullervo. So first off, first passive, he's got the 75% heavy attack efficiency and 100% heavy attack wind-up speed on all melee weapons. And I thought we were going to be going for the big heavy attack setup here, but basically everything's going to be dead before we even get to it. And let's just find out. So when we first started off with Kullervo, we were having severe energy issues and unable to even get his abilities to use. So first off, he's got this Wrathful Advance. It's going to give big old piles of melee crit chance, so red crits right there. And just going through his abilities here, he's got the Overguard for the survivability of not worrying about dying. It's gonna send out some daggers. You want to be near enemies, group of enemies, and you get that big Overguard. The amount of Overguard cap's gonna go up with his ability strength, just like Wrathful Advance. The melee crit chance gonna go up with the ability strength, and Collective Curse. It's gonna just chain all the targets together. Now the damage you do to one target, they're all gonna take that same 100% damage, and we got a little bit of range on it. So we went with the Helmuth ability of Nourish. That's going to help us out with our energy. It's going to also give, some viral, more damage. So let's see how we got a mod set up here for Kullervo, and we'll check them out in battle. So for Kullervo, first off, we got empowered blades here. We're figuring, all right, 60% status chance and status damage on heavy attacks, but lose 90 shields per hit. Well, Kullervo has no shield, so there's nothing to worry there. But basically everything's gonna be dead before we end up doing any kind of heavy attack stuff. So notice here we got high health, high armor, and quite a bit of energy. How does he get so much energy when we're having such energy issues? Well, we got Arcane Battery here, maximum energy per armor point, up to 1,000 energy. So we got lots of armor. It's going to help out on the energy. And then we got Arcane Bellicose, gain ability strength for every max health. So he's got a lot of health. It's going to give him more ability strength. We've got the ability strength right now at 348, and basically ability strength helping out this melee crit chance there, ability strength helping out the Overguard cap for that, and it's also going to be helping our Nourish get the health multiplier, energy multiplier 3.09 times. Well, see over here we got Energy Nexus. It's going to be given a Warframe 3 energy a second. Well, once we use Nourish, that's going to be tripled. So you're going to be getting, a little over 9 energy a second. It's just going to keep us full of energy. We got the high energy max. And so for the first time here, we got 5 Forma on them. We got 1 Umbral Forma. It's the first time I've used a Umbral Forma since we've gotten Excalibur Umbra, but we went with all the Umbra mods. So Intensify, Ability Strength, Umbral Fiber, Armor, Umbral Vitality. What has happened? It was 180, 44. It's like it doesn't show the boost of it. This was like 180. I'm just wondering why. But you have 3 Umbra and it's supposed to enhance the mods. It's not showing it though. Alright, well, we got Blind Rage for Ability Strength. We lose some efficiency. It goes down, but that's alright. We're not worried about it because we got, big high energy cap, and we're going to be gaining energy with the Nexus. Over here we got Continuity for some ability duration. You could have, Transient Fortitude right there for a little bit more ability strength, and then lose some duration. But if we lose all that duration, so we're leveling it up, we're having to put Nourish on. It was lasting 12 seconds, and we don't want to be every 12 seconds using Nourish. So, for a little bit of comfort utility, we got some amount of duration over to full on all strength build. Same thing up here. We got Rush for a little bit of sprint speed, help us move around, because if you got 3 guys waiting at the extraction point and they got to wait 40 seconds for Kullervo to run there, it's going to just ruin their day. We can't have that. So, be able to move a little bit better, having Rush up there. We got the Stretch right there for some ability range. It's going to help out with chaining more targets together, so you can just clear rooms and teleport to them from further away. We got Adaptation. Lower the damage resistance. So there it is. Let's check out Kullervo in battle. Also, for our Archon charge, we went with Tau Forge, melee critical damage, critical damage, critical damage, critical damage, and a little bit of casting speed, just help us when we're doing this Nourish and stuff. So let's see how it is in action with Kullervo. Alright, so you enter a mission, and first off, we got a little bit of energy regen down there in the bottom right, and we use our Nourish. Now look how quick it's going up. We're just gonna be full of energy, so let's just head over to these guys. Alright, so we got piles of overguard every time we do it. You can just fill up that overguard, and now we don't have to worry about anything. Alright, so gonna head up here. Now we're using the 3rd ability and chain all of them together, and then use our 1st ability and just take them out. There it is, Kullervo. Big damage, and we got the buff on it, so we can just say we're just cleaning up 1 or 2. They're done. They're dead. Kullervo wins again. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be adding more Warframe. Yeah.